So let's talk a little bit about the influencing factors of emotion. So when we have emotional experiences, there's a couple of different things that play in to how we experience emotion and how it actually shows up. So I'm sure you've had opportunities where something has happened to you and you handle it emotionally one way and someone else handles it a very different way. These are all the variables that play into that difference in reaction. So if you have the same event that happens to you at work, one person might go this direction with it and be totally okay, it's just the way it goes. Another person might be incredibly angry and frustrated by it, and another person might be overjoyed. Like, great, I'm glad it happened, I'm glad it got out on the table. All of those different experiences are impacted by these variables. The first one is just at the core who we are. So my understanding is this group has done DISC, is that correct? The personality profile DISC. How many of you are a D, which was the dominant? Do you remember your letters from that exercise that you did? You're a D? Okay. How about an I? You're a D as well? Okay. How about I's? Anybody remember if they were an I? Okay. And how about the S, which was kind of the steady? No S's? And how about C's, the conscientious? Some C's and some of how many don't remember? Like, that was so long ago, I can't even recall. DISC is a personality assessment. Myers-Briggs, there's a whole lot of personality assessments out there. But they help us to understand that very first level. At the core, who are we as people? And who we are as people is going to have a significant impact on how we experience different events and what emotion we project as a result of that. The second variable, and we'll go into these in a little bit more detail, the second variable is around goals. So what is it that we actually want from a situation? If I want something different than what you want, the same event can create a very different emotional experience. Because I might actually be getting my goals met, whereas you might not be. And then the third piece is around this notion of appraisal and judgment. How are we actually assessing an event? This notion around story becomes really relevant in this third aspect. So what stories are we telling ourselves around an event and why it's occurring? And we as humans are excellent storytellers. We will take a sliver of information and we will extrapolate an entire assessment around it. And I would say at least 80% of the time, if not more, we are so off base. We are wrong in our stories. But our stories actually will carry us to an emotional experience.